check. How do you guys feel about sitting in the dark for another 10 minutes? How do you guys feel about it? Oh, you can hear me, neato. So is that good? I can't, is that mic check? This is the end of the mic check. Typically we do a mic check before the show, but you know what? You guys seem pretty chill. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing herself for the first time. Put your hands together for Rumors host in Winnipeg. You're doing horribly, Chantel. I know. One moment. Host of Rumors and veteran of the Winnipeg Comedy Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your hands going or put them together at all for Chantel Marostica. I've been back here for 3 days. No? You guys don't like exaggeration? Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen! It's good. It's good. You guys are just been sitting for a while in front of candles, so you're pretty relaxed. How would you sound if you were really pumped up and this was a bar night? That's where I need you this entire night. None of this relaxed candle bullshit. I know it's dark, but it's really bright on my face right now, and I can't see any of you. I'm Chantel Marostica. I'm going to be your host tonight. I have 2 very funny women with a Y. Why not? For you guys, Heather Witherden and Melody Dolan are going to be joining us. Did everybody have a good day so far? Yeah? You had a good day? I had a good day. You know why? My young lady, have you ever bled from anywhere before? Yeah? Have you ever bled from everywhere before? No? Funny story. I have a big gash on my head. I have 2 gashes tonight. It's a women's night. Why not? Oh, I went there already? It's been 2 minutes, Chantel. Chill out. Yeah, put it back in your pants. No, I put it on my forehead. Thanks. I got hit over the head with a mirror today. I was hanging it, and it was like, walls are for losers, and I had to pick a piece of glass out of my head. A piece of mirror, and then I looked at myself. I really looked at myself, and I was like, hey, you know? And then I also got my period today, so I'm gonna tell you guys, you ever seen the movie There Will Be Blood? That was my apartment today. Have you ever seen the sequel to There Will Be Blood? It's called Irrational Crying for No Reason. It's super good. I want to thank Meg Crane for putting this together, ladies and gentlemen. She's right here, sitting in the darkness. She put together this little zine. That's fun. I was like, a Cockroach Zine, guys. Like, I know about web series. What is this? Just kidding. It's a magazine. You guys, she has some of these for print still available, or you can order them digitally on Etsy. Congrats to you. Yeah, so I have a big gash on my head. Other than that, I had a really good day. Other than getting hit in the face with a mirror. I had a really good day, because you know what happened to me today, guys? Someone mistook me for Miley Cyrus. Right? And when I use the word mistook very lightly, because they actually were drinking outside the liquor mart at noon, and they said, "Hey, Miley!" So, and I was like, "Yeah, hey guys, it's me, Miley Cyrus." Just walking down the street in Winnipeg, Ellis, at noon on a Saturday. Oh, hey guys, it's me, Miley Cyrus. The camera takes away 90 pounds and adds an affinity for club drugs. Yeah, I look like Miley Cyrus, guys. I look like the Miley Cyrus that everybody is hoping for, the one that gets lobotomized and stops acting like an idiot. I also would look like Miley Cyrus if she Matthew Perry'd her way through rehab. Oh, I'm fat now! Let's tape this show. For those of you that are Matthew Perry fans, I'm sorry. 2 times. So none of you are fans of Matthew Perry. Good. I thought I was going to get some backlash, get a popcorn thing thrown at my head, and then explain that away. Here's some other things that I look like. If you don't think I'm funny, I look like your lesbian gym teacher who made you run laps on your period. Might be a thing. I also look like Katie Lang if she ran full force at a professor who taught kissing 101. But people, like drunk people, like to tell me all the time what I look like. It's their job. Like, it's their job. They need a job, so that's what they do. Like, I'll be just texting on the bus, and then, like, just like this, I'll do some miming for you. I don't look like anything when I'm doing that, right? But drunk people are like, hey, are you Katie Lang? I'm like, yes. Yeah, that's me. It's me, Katie Lang, riding the 18 to her parents' house in Amber Trails at 2 a.m. That's me. Or this is one I get a lot, not just from drunk people. Hey, you look like you could play the guitar. I don't even know if that's a pickup line. Like, I don't even get that one. Like, really? Do I look like I could play this good guitar? But I'm thinking, like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're riding the 18, not to your parents' house in Amber Trails, so I don't know where you're going. And I'm thinking you're drunk, but maybe you're on some really sweet drugs, like gas or with glue. You know? And if you're like this might look like this. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I want to tell all the drunk people in Winnipeg, I'm going to just tell you guys because you're going to be drunk in like an hour. I'll tell you in advance that I don't look like Miley Cyrus, I don't look like I can play the guitar, and I don't look like Katie Lang. She's 50! I'm very pretty. I am what it would look like if Katie Lang ate Justin Bieber. That's exactly what I look like. Right? And then if you still don't believe me, oh, did I get an applause break? It's like a poet slam. You're doing good. Thanks, guys. Exhibit B. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you for matching me there. Oh, oh, oh. That's a birth defect, but it gets me so much pussy, you guys. I don't know if anybody else here is really sick of lesbians being like compared to Justin Bieber. Am I the only lesbian here? That would be weird. No, none of you are sick of that. There's websites dedicated to that, to lesbians looking like Justin Bieber. But news to Justin Bieber, you look like a lesbian. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the lesbian? You look like a lesbian. Our people have been cutting our hair like this for thousands of years. Or tens of years, probably. I don't know much about lesbian culture. And we didn't even invent this haircut. We stole it from soccer moms. And Faith Hill in the video, This Kiss. So, Justin Bieber, if your whole steez is to spit at tweens and look like a lesbian soccer mom, you're doing good. You're doing great. I myself don't think that I should be a mother. You feel so sorry for me, you agree? Don't. Look at the gash in your head, you idiot. I don't think I should be a mother. Like, I could be a mother, and I could be a mother at the end of this night because I'm the worst lesbian when I drink. It's like 2 beers, and I'm like, "Skak-a-clack, come on, boys. You look like Jared Leto, get in here." I'm a Winnipegger, so I appreciate a deal, and sleeping with a man is like a lesbian Groupon for a baby. Don't argue it, because it's true. Like, do the math. A whiskey sour is $5. Artificial insemination is like $5,000 probably. I don't know anything about anything. So don't buy me a whiskey sour or I'm gonna make an ass of myself tonight, that's what I'm saying. But I shouldn't be a mother because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I lost a Pop-Tart in my house for 7 days. That's a week. And I was actively looking for it too. I had friends over, we had t-shirts made, Pop-Tart Hunt 2014. I eventually found it. I found it in the bathroom, and I ate it. Like, that's a responsible adult, right? Like, someone give me a baby, because I could take care of it. No, I'm not saying to you guys, like, I'm gonna lose my baby and then I'm gonna eat it. But if you see me with a baby, hand me a Pop-Tart. Because I'm gonna eat that baby. And I don't know, like, what, I've never had a child, that cock-a-clock joke. It's real, but it's never resulted in a baby. I don't have a child. I don't even know what I would say to it. You know, babies have all those questions. I don't like confrontation, and I hate children. So, like, when the kid asks me questions, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm like, Mommy, like, I would sooner punt a baby across a room than answer its questions. Like, Mommy, where did babies come from? Ugh, what? How did you get in here? Well, sweetie, when a mummy and a mummy love each other very much, they get Uncle Brian to jack off into a cup. What do you want for dinner? Punt. Free baby! Get it. That imaginary baby is free. It's a baby. It wasn't real, so don't be offended. It's okay. I can't see your faces, so I'm not caring that you're offended. I can't see them. I'm currently looking for a wife. Any takers? See you. So you're all raising your hands. I'm assuming you're all raising your hands, right?
That's
Good.
right.
Good. Good. All right. I'm currently looking for my Tinderella. But I'm looking online because I do not want to find my wife in a bar. You guys have been to this bar before, right? You're women. You know that. You know what it's like. Like, women will be like, oh my God, like, I'll be at home and I'm like, oh my God, I look so good tonight. I'm ready to go to the bar. You got your outfit on, your heels on, your makeup on. I am ready to go. I look so good. And then you get outside and you're like, oh my God, it's so cold out here. I would rather tattoo a jacket to my body than pay for Kojak. You can pry that dollar from my cold dead hands! I'm almost there, so you're gonna get it. And then you get in the bar, and it's like, all you're doing is looking for your friend that you lost in the line. That's all women do. It's like some slutty Where's Waldo the whole night. Like, oh my God, you guys, where is Tiffany? Tiffany? Yeah! I bet she's at the bar. Shots. Tiffany! Just crying, looking stupid hot. Does she dart? Let's dart. Where is Tiffany? And then back outside for some reason, and you're at the hot dog cart that still has its umbrella up at 4 a.m. And you're like, Tiffany! Go, 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 go. And shoving a kielbasa underneath an umbrella at 4 a.m. You look stupid hot still. Tiffany! Writing an SOS for your now dead friend. Where is she? Go, 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 go. Till you get the text, oh my God, Tiffany's at her boyfriend's house. Where the fuck is Rachel? So I'm not gonna meet my wife at the bar, is what I'm saying. So I'm looking online, and Plenty of Fish got like, okay for straight people. It's still super creepy for gay people. I don't know if anybody else is on like Pink Cupid or Plenty of Fish, but it's like for straight people, because I have 40 different, I made up 40 different profiles, just trying to see what's out there. 2 of me are straight. One's really nerdy, has a tech job. But like if you're straight, it's like, my name's Chantal, I'm 5'6". I pee in the shower. Like you have to say like just stupid stuff about yourself. But if you're gay, they're like, what kind of lesbian are you? They're just stupid abrasive about it. Like, what are you, soft butch? Are you androgynous? What are you? Are you a leather daddy? What are you? Are you a shark? You're like, no, I'm just a woman. Why would I be a leather daddy? Turns out I'm a soft butch. I know, you guys are like, nailed it. Nailed it. I'm a soft butch, but I'm really unclear about what that means. There's like, it just sounds weird to me, like I'm a soft butch. Like, oh, hey baby, do you want a massage? Pardon? I said, would you like a massage? Then maybe I'll check out your carburetor. Carburetor? I don't know car parts, but I really want attention. Soft butch just doesn't sound right. Like, it sounds like an oxymoron. Like, I'm a jumbo shrimp. I like Olive Garden. Like, I don't know.
That's good.
What does soft butch mean? Like, to me, it's just like, I make up a lot of things in my head. To me, it's like this mythical creature, a soft butch lesbian. It's like a minotaur that guards the labyrinth underneath the Isle of Lesbos. Like, with its lower masculine body and its upper feminine body, like, I am a soft butch lesbian, grovel in fear in my manly parts of my body, see my low center of gravity and my man-like thighs, then pay your mind to my upper body that's extremely effeminate with my swan-like neck and breasts, and pay your eyes attention to my lips that want to kiss you and bake you a pie. I'm a soft butch lesbian. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna do another 20 minutes. You guys are great. I'm assuming that you're laughing at all of it. I'm really egotistical. I'm just gonna keep going and get stupid drunk. Screw you, Bev. I'm just kidding. Love her, right? Give it up for Bev.
Yeah, Bev! Woo!
I just love applause breaks. Give it up for her. No? You don't like her? Am I pointing at no one? I really can't see anything. You know what my favorite thing about being gay is, you guys? This outfit. No, I'm just kidding. It's outfits in general. It's that when you're gay, you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. I do it. Like, I have this necklace that's just an antler. It's just an antler hanging on a necklace. People don't question it. They're like, what is that, dragon's tooth? They don't question it because I'm gay, and if they question, I'll be like, what? What, are you a homophobe? What, lesbians can't wear veteran medals and dress like a Southern lawyer from day to day? What? What about it? Like, do you know who's really concerned about fashion, though, is deer in general. Did you know that deer shed their antlers once a season? And they don't die? That's crazy. Like, they're so concerned with fashion. They're like, 7 prongs are so out. What's in this season, 5? Hashtag fashion. Clippity clop, clippity clop. That's dedication. That's dedication to looking good. That's like me waking up in the morning and being like, what should I wear today? Necklace! Anyway, what was I talking about? No. I can wear whatever I want. We can all wear whatever. Who's gay here? Me? I'm gay. So I can wear whatever I want. I can dress as a Southern lawyer from day to day, and it's okay. That's all right. Because, like, people don't understand gay culture. I don't. Like, you go to the gay pride parade, and it's like 2 trannies and a hyundai that are like, glitter! You're like, is that what you're about? I don't even know. I'm not even sure. But I'm wearing this. And you should see me, like, it bodes well for me, especially at family weddings, because I dress like an idiot. Like, I wear whatever I want, because they can't say anything to me, because I'll pull the gay card out on them. I'll pull all 52 out of the deck and throw it in their face. I just, like, go in there and just looking good, and people are like, oh my god, look at her. Look at her, Judy. Is that girl wearing a balaclava? And a grandfather clock as pants? Oh my god. Oh my goodness, Sue. Seriously? cousin, she's a lesbian. Psh, I knew that, Judy. I'm down with that. I was just gonna say that she looks really good. That's a really nice timepiece. And I'm just on the dance floor, like tie around my balaclava, chugging margaritas, like, YOLO, bong, 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 bong. My mom's mortified, right? It's a family wedding. She runs up to me like, oh my God, Chantel, how did you get those pants up? Now, what are you wearing? You go and change right now. You look ridiculous. Mom, you of all people should know that I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I want to, this balaclava keeps me warm, and my mama balaclava keeps me warm, YOLO, bong, bong. That's my pants making that noise. Where are you guys on this? Oh, you're just gonna get a pause break later? What clap at the end? It's like golf. Thanks, guys. Can I tell a couple more jokes, or I've been up here for 2 hours? I'm good? I love family weddings because like there's always the gay cousin. Like I'm the gay cousin in my family, so then there's the other family, and it's like either I'm gonna get laid or I'm gonna have a really good dance partner. But weddings are random because I always hook up at weddings. It's the double gash, guys. It always gets me laid. But like I don't like hooking up with randoms because like I don't know if you guys have ever taken a one-night stand home. Their pillow talk can be super weird because you don't know them. You don't know what they're capable of. Like I took this one girl home and she was like, "Tell me I'm dirty, Chantel." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Just do it. Just tell me I'm dirty." And I was like, "No. Why are you so dirty? What were you doing? We just came straight from my car into my apartment. What are you rolling around in soot like a Dalmatian? Get in my bed, don't leave." And another girl that was like, "Just tell me." I'm like, "I told you, I'm not good with confrontation. I'm a very awkward person." She's like, "Tell me I'm bad, Chantel. Tell me how bad I am." And I was like, "Yeah, you're so bad. You slut. You're so bad, you whore. You're so bad, I'm gonna call the non-crisis line. Because I don't feel like this is an emergency. You wet yet?" This is just dial tone, I was kidding. That was stupid. That was dumb. Oh, it's ringing. No, just kidding. It was a fake phone. I'm gonna give it to the fake baby. Punt. That's how you punt, right? I don't know sports. I'm like, Carson sports. People always expect lesbians to be good at sports or to know anything about them. Like, I'll get at the bar, like, be like, "Hey, what's the score?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let me put up my lesbian you." Okay. Oh, I was talking about sex. I'll get back on that. I get sex. And like, I understand. I just don't know why we call sex so many different things. Like, why do humans have so many pet names for it? Like, we should just agree to call it sex, because it's stupid creepy, all the names we have for it. Like, bumping, nasties, fucking, screwing, making magic, coitus. Like, you can put 2 words together and be like, "Oh, disco ball, pants dance. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight." Like, it's made up. Just call it sex. Because, like, for instance, making magic is creepy sounding. It sounds like a recipe for a cake I don't want to eat. And when people say it, they just sound stupid. Like, I made love to my partner, Andre. Get out of here. That's gayer than me. Get the fuck out of here. Go to an art house opening with your boyfriend, Andre. Making love sounds like a recipe for a cake I don't want to eat. Like, what's in it? I'll tell you. First, you're gonna take a tablespoon of trust. You don't need much. Then you're gonna take a teaspoon of lust. Oh my God, I went there. Then you're gonna take a whole cup of understanding. Because you're gonna need it, right, ladies? Then you're gonna need it. set that on bake for 10 minutes and you've made love. It's disgusting. I don't want to be any part of that cake. Or screwing. I don't know why people call sex screwing. But just like, it sounds like frat guys that don't really know what they're gonna do. Like, yeah, I'm gonna screw you. Are you? Are you now? Yeah. I'm gonna righty-tighty, lefty-loosey you all night long. Yeah. Like, screwing to me sounds like you're insinuating that my vagina's broken and the only way you can fix it is with your penis. And I don't like that, mister. My second favorite is fucking. Because people are like, yeah, like you say that to someone you love, like, say that to your partner, like, I'm gonna fuck you. Like, why would you say that to someone that you care about? It's so violent. It's stupid violent sounding. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna put you in the genitals with my genitals. Because I love you. Just don't. Just call it sex. My favorite is making magic. I don't really know who says that anymore except for Heart. Like, we made magic that night. Did you? I don't think you should call your sex making magic unless a dove flies out of your vagina when you're done. And even then, like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. There we go. Here I go. What the fuck was in that cake? All right, guys, I'm Chantal Morosky. Thanks so much for listening to me. Are you guys ready to start a show? Well, good, because we're gonna do it. Our first comic tonight is a very good friend of mine. She writes for the Uniter, and she also has her own feminist web zine called Girl About Town, and it's stupid good. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the effortlessly funny Melanie Darling. Oh, you don't have music? Melanie Darling!
Hi. That is beautiful. Hi, I'm Melanie. I just came home from doing comedy in Las Vegas, Nevada. Right? That's just a super impressive way of saying that I own $300 and a valid passport. That's all that happened there. Vegas is a really cool city, though. I like spending time there a lot. Like, they've got these really, just everything's cool about Vegas, you know, nice weather and all that kind of thing. But the last time I went, I was talking to some locals, and I realized that, you know what, the people of Winnipeg, we have something that the people of Las Vegas will never have. Because we got an IKEA, and they still don't have one. So I was like, yeah, you know what, Vegas? With your moderate climate and your beautiful people and your money and water balloon fights in April and climb a mountain that's 15 minutes away from the city, like, whoa. But you know what? I have a moderately priced cabinet and questionable lunch meat. So tuck on that. Right? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good, you guys. We're here celebrating women doing comedy, which is great, super exciting. Yay. Yes, that's me. But I'm also here because the dude that I go on dates with is turning 25, so we're doing that too.
That's a fucking loser.
He is a fucking loser. But yeah, so he's turning 25, and I am almost 30.
Hey!
Right? It's a super sexy older lady, younger man arrangement. Only he's way more responsible than I am in every way. He's just figured out certain things that I haven't yet. Like, he's got his own house that, like, his mom doesn't even live there or anything. And, like, a really good job, and a car, and a license to drive that car. So, he's doing pretty good. On our first date, he was like, I'm actually really old-fashioned, like I like to pay for women when I take them out. And I was like, well, I am a feminist, but I'm in no position to argue, and I'd also like to borrow some cab fare. He's like an overworked 35-year-old with like young balls, and I am like a shitty, fun 19-year-old with worse boobs. Don't all brush up here at once. You know, I'm taken, right? Side note, I am getting super nervous about my boobs right now because we're approaching the summer months, and you know, they're fine right now when they're like underneath some layers and things like that, but in the summer, people always want to take my boobs on like day trips, and they're like, let's take your boobs to the beach, and I'm like, I just know how this is gonna go. You know, like they always start the day off, like they're up and they're excited and they're bouncing around, they just wanna meet everybody. But then toward the end of the day, they're just like sweaty and droopy and exhausted. And they're like, Mom, they don't even wanna look at each other. You know, you got like, one's trying to sneak out this way and one's trying to sneak out that way, and I'm just trying to quietly corral my boobs because you're embarrassing me. There's like people giving me those sideways glances like, can you like control your boobs, okay? No, it's my day off, thanks. These boobs need some discipline. But I am attracted to younger dudes. Let's go back to making fun of me for that. I used to work on a midnight candy train, and that's not a euphemism for anything. I worked on a train that was filled with candy and open till the wee hours of the morning. And it was just always filled because it was close to a skate park. So it was always filled with beautiful teenage boys, and they would just come in with their like nice haircuts and expensive hoodies, and that's enough. Really. And it's just, I had very unpure thoughts about a lot of those guys, but I didn't act on them. Not because like, whoa, it's wrong, but because like, I had no idea how to initiate that kind of exchange. Like, hey, Jimmy, you know, back in my day, I used to have to make booty calls with a cordless landline. Would you like to borrow my Philosopher King CD sometime? Then we can play my favorite game, What's That, Old Lady? Oh, it's been tried sometime. I'll tell you about Orbit's soda later. So, yeah, I just feel like I deserve a second chance at being young sometimes, because I grew up in the 90s when it was cool to be sad. You know, you just put on a black turtleneck and some brown lipstick and dance like an angry robot. I'm like, that wasn't very fun. I had a mixed CD in the late 90s, and my favorite mixed CD, my favorite song, rather, on that mixed CD was called Break Stuff. Break Stuff, so violent. You know, kids today wouldn't write a song like that. Kids today love stuff, okay? They're like knitting their own pants and playing gangster rap on a ukulele. They're a delight, you know? Like, I don't know what ultimate is, but sure, if a 19-year-old guy asks me to play, whatevs. I just find that people my age are really cynical. Like, whenever I get together with my friends in their 30s, they're always like, blah, blah, social media, fabric of our society, brr, brr. People don't even speak English anymore. I'm like, whatevs. And it's like, okay, you can go off on that little rant that you're going on, and I'm gonna be over here on YouTube watching a beatbox barbershop quartet do California Dreamin' in 9-part harmony while an elephant paints a picture of another elephant. It's an amazing world out there. There's things to marvel at. And I just find that we're not, as we get older, we don't marvel at things anymore. We get that stamped out of us, that childlike excitement that we used to have. And I want to act like a kid again. Like everything that I do as an adult is plan B. Because plan A would like get me fired, or people think I'm crazy, or I'll get kicked out of Costco. Like, for real this time. And there's a strict warning system. I don't think that it's a new thing to have a thought that you want to express. Like the other day I was on the bus and there was this little kid on the bus and he was just jazzed about life for no reason, just swinging his feet. And he was like, they'd just gone grocery shopping, so he's all, oh, these bananas. Only not nightmarish like that. Like he was actually quite adorable. Like, I love bananas. I love bananas. And I was like, that's all Twitter is. That's all Twitter is. Just hashtag organic produce, you know? And like, we live in a really amazing time because we get to express our thoughts right away to people that we love. It used to be really hard to express those thoughts. You know, you would have to like write a telegram that was like, stop, bananas, stop, I love bananas, stop. Or you'd have to go to a guy who had like a little thing and he's like, beep, 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 bananas, beep, 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 bananas. Or you had to go to a lady and she's got a switchboard and she's on roller skates and she's plugging things into other things and she's like, we don't have time for your bananas, there's a wall going on. There was nothing but war until the internet. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. That's all I'm trying to say. I did get in a fight on Facebook the other day, which are the best kind. Somebody commented on a status of mine and said that it was gay. And then somebody else commented and said, you should not use gay as a pejorative. And I was like, that's true. Being gay is not an insult. But I'm going to tell you what my status update said, and we can decide together whether or not that was gay. Well, here goes. Really groovy feminine energy at the full moon meditation potluck tonight. Thanks for sharing, ladies. Like, that's fucking gay. I'm sorry. Like, I was surprised we didn't go down on each other. I brought all my tools. I actually do work in a sex toy store, and I've worked in a few different sex toy stores, and people get really excited when I tell them that. They think I'm gonna have like all these stories, and I come from this magical dreamland. And I'm like, well, yeah, for you, like the sex toy store is super exciting, because you're like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, you come in and it's this whole new land. But I'm like, the Oompa Loompas work in the Chocolate Factory. I'm an Oompa Loompa. I'm just weird and sad. That's what that is. I find a lot of guys are really intimidated by me because I work in the sex toy store, and I'm not sure what they expect me to do exactly, like, because for the first while, I'm just going to be excited that I'm having sex. And like, I don't even have like, I don't have a sex dungeon. It's more like a sex atrium. And like, I mean, I have a sex swing, but it's more like, it doubles as a snack hammock. And it's just really comfortable. And like bondage straps, you can just use those to secure a mountain bike on top of a minivan. That's fun for the whole family, you know? I don't tend to use sex toys a lot when I'm by myself. I'm like fluffing my pillows, steaming my latte, counting my change, jamming my clam. None of those offended you. Okay, great. I'm in the right room. So I don't, because it's kind of like fancy masturbating to me. Like, that's like if I wanted to set the table for myself and decide, like, I'm going to treat myself and have a little flower and some candles. Well, like most days, I'm just balancing a lean cuisine on my belly, watching my American Netflix. Like, that's fine. That's a nice night for me. I don't need more than that. And I talked to some girls who are like, well, I don't use sex toys because a sex toy can't hold your hand or take you to the movies. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't use sex toys because when I'm by myself because they can't straight up hate fuck you. They can't. Like, I would have to like attach something to like some turbo-powered fucko stick over here, and then I would have to like get my hair caught in a fan over here. I'd have to like call student loans and get all riled up. Where I work, I do tend to talk to a lot of ladies of the evening, women who do sex work, and they sometimes offer something called the girlfriend experience, where they basically act like they give a shit about you and then you pay for sex, so it's a great night for everyone. And I want to offer something for a niche market because I have great ideas, so I'm just going to share this with you guys right now. I want to offer the ex-girlfriend experience. So what that is I would come over with like a box of like CDs and a couple sweaters, and I'd be like, we should probably just talk to, get some closure. And then like we'd be talking for a bit, and it'd be really good at first, but then it would get kind of heated, and we'd get a little emotional, and you'd start crying, and then you'd be like, why don't you just touch it just one time? And I'm like, and then we're fooling around, but it's not the same as it used to be, really. And like it's kind of awkward because every 5 minutes we're like, should we be doing this, And then eventually we decide, okay, let's just stop. And then we're lying there, and I'm like, well, I didn't get there, and he didn't get there. Like, should I finish myself off? Should I just leave? I'm not sure. And then you're like, well, I'd say you could stay over, but I have to get up really early in the morning. And I'm like, oh, did you finally get that job? And you're like, no, I'm still looking. And I'm like, oh, really? Because I always really believed in you, and I think you should push yourself more, because just because we didn't work out doesn't mean I want like you not to work out like in life, And then you're always like, you put so much pressure on me, like this is part of the reason why we broke up. And I'm like, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. He's $75. Right? Are you sure that's money-making idea right there? Exactly. I do read a lot of like those sad lady magazines in the dentist office, because those are fun, and they always have those helpful like top 10 reasons why it's great to be a swinging bachelorette. But then it's always stuff like, yeah, no, being single's great, because you can leave the house whenever you want, wear whatever clothes you want, you can see your friends whenever you want. Like, yeah, it's a relationship, not a hostage situation. I didn't say I wanted to date the dad from Footloose. That's not a thing. No, I like being single because I can make ugly food whenever I want. Like food that I would have no business serving to somebody who I like or respect. Like the other day, I wanted to make pancakes. And I had none of the proper accoutrement to make pancakes, but I was like, whatever, I'm an independent woman, let's do this. And by the end of it, I had basically like a platter of syrupy abortions. It was like Jesus' face crying maple tears, and I loved it. So worth it. Okay. I do think that there are a lot of snack foods on the market that are designed to make you feel real great about yourself. There's like Mountain Dew, Code Red, look out! Or like Baked Pussy Destroyers, or Long Johnny's Extra Thick Taito Parts. And like, but there is one snack food on the market that doesn't make me feel so great about Melanie, and that's Ms. Vicky's chips. You guys have seen these. They have like these old-fashioned packaging with like a sepia-toned barn and like this whole like country pastiche, whatever that word means, and there's like doilies just strewn about. And then underneath all of that, you've got this caption that's like, crafted with care since 1987. Like, I was born in 1984, which I don't feel was quite that long ago. Thanks a lot, Ms. Vicky's. It makes me feel like, remember the good old days when chips were made in a barn? Only the government went on the internet and neon pants were cool. Glass Tiger had a hit album as I recall. The Unabomber was exploding into our hearts and minds, and so was Ms. Vicky's. That's the end of that voice. I'm trying to be healthy right now. I gained some weight a couple of years ago because I stopped being vegan. And the thing is, like, I do love vegan food. It wasn't a huge challenge. I just don't like vegans as a people. They're very difficult to please, the vegans. I just find that, like, you try and make one lifestyle change, sorry, And it's never good enough for them. Like, they're like, oh, well, you know, free range doesn't always mean cruelty-free. And then it escalates like, oh, your water's not alkaline enough. And then like, oh, that particular strain of almonds can only grow in soil harvested by child soldiers. It's just too much. It's too much, and I can't handle it. And like, every time I hang out with vegans for too long, I just want to like, get a bucket of chicken and some like lamb tacos and just like eat them. Righteous juices dripping down my face. I'm like, yeah, vegans, these aren't even ethically sourced. You know what? These animals probably spend 80% of their lives crying. And I can taste it, and I love it, because I'm worth it. I am a feminist, that's a thing. I'm not a vegan, but I am a feminist. And you do start to see the world a little bit differently when you go into feminism. Like, for example, I'm not sure what anti-abortion activists are trying to achieve beyond ruin everyone's good time. But like, I've seen the billboards and the pamphlets and the posters and all that kind of thing. And from what I can glean, their thesis statement is like, abortion is unpleasant. I'm like, yeah, you're not blowing the lid off of that one. Like, as a pro-choice woman, I'm not jazzed about abortion. I'm not calling up my girlfriends like, got my appointment on a Saturday. Let's do mani-pedi abortions. Because men suck and we're awesome, right? Make a day of it. Not what's happening. I also get called a man-hater as a feminist, and I am not a man-hater. I just think that it's important that we acknowledge that men have it easier some of the time.
Yep.
That guy knows. Or, it was very dark in here, this person knows. Some of the time. Like the other day, I was in Target because we've established that I'm a 30-year-old white woman, so I was really excited to be there. And there was this man who was with his child. That's all that was happening. They were present. And this woman walked by and she was like, oh, what a good dad. What a good dad, you know, because in the 10 seconds that they were occupying the same public space as you and he wasn't visually traumatizing his child, he earned like Father of the Year. And like a woman to get a comment like that, she would have to be like breastfeeding one baby and teaching another kid how to tap dance and like making handmade granola for the whole family. You know, it's a lot of upkeep. You know, it just reminds me of this guy who... He used to take home ec with me, and it was a big fucking deal because he was the only boy that decided to take home ec. Home ec Eric, that's what I used to call him. And well, this guy was just a mess. You know what? He had his like garbage muffins and his runny milkshakes, and his doilies were all off, but everyone was always like, oh, good that you're here, Eric. Yeah, nice job, Eric. And I was like, step it up, Eric. That running stitch will get you nowhere in life, Eric. Equality means we're all judged on the same scale, Eric. I made a rose out of a fucking radish out of that class. It's time consuming. Nobody acknowledged me. I would like to leave you with this one thought. I don't know if you guys have noticed, it's kind of hard for me to talk about, but I don't have swagger. I just don't. It's not the gene I was born with. And I've tried in so many ways to acquire swagger. Like the other day, I was listening to some top 40 hip hop because I like to get down. And this older song came on from a few years ago. And it was Nicki Minaj was guest rapping. Guest also on the song. She was on the song with, they were the Young Moneys. Nicki Minaj and the Young Moneys. And the song was called Bedrock. And the basic premise of the song was like, call me Mr. Flintstone, I can make your bedrock. And I was like, cool, sign me up, you know? But then Nicki Minaj comes on, and she was like, Okay, I get it. Let me think. I guess it's my turn. Maybe it's time to put this pussy on your sideburns. And I was just like, when is it time to put the pussy on the sideburns? Because, like, this is really embarrassing, but, like, I've never made time for that. And now I feel like just, like, all my ex-boyfriends are just walking around like, well, date Melanie if you want to, but you never make time to put pussy on the sideburns. And I'm like, I could change if I knew why. I'm like, who is this benefiting? You know, like, is it kind of a badge of honor for the guy to have, like, a snail trail going down the side of his face? I'm just speculating. Let's figure this out together, okay? Or, like, is it truly supposed to be for my pleasure? Because, like, call me crazy, but whenever I've had a guy's head, like, from my legs, I've usually situated the sideburns like nya and nya. Like, never once have I thought to, like, turn that around and rub up on those sideburns. Yeah. I don't see the appeal. Is it an exfoliating, beautifying treatment? Get your pinkets pinkest, that kind of thing? Or is it, whoa, God, I'm sorry. Somebody here really likes Nicki Minaj. It's just like the gay bar gods are like, talking about her that way. This is one more. Or is it that Miss Minaj is that itchy down there? Because
Everybody celebrates. 24th, not so much. 24th anniversary is more like the Netflix anniversary. It's like, you want to watch a movie? I don't know. Do you want to go to Moxie's? Okay. So that kind of is what led up to the 25th anniversary. For the 25th anniversary, though, we did kind of do it upright. Like, we went to Europe. So that was cool. Yeah. We went to Germany. We went to Berlin, actually. And Berlin, as you know, is a city that was once famously divided, and then in the 80s, they knocked down those walls. And we went, that's a perfect place for us to go for our anniversary. Like, let's go knock down some walls, preferably vaginal. Just saying. We actually went to Europe just because we didn't want the kids to hear us, arguing. Yeah, so I know you're probably looking at me thinking, wow, she does not look like she could be married for 25 years. That's because I got married when I was super young, guys. Like child bride young. Like I was 20 years old and I got married. So I was 20, and I mean, things have turned out. But I'm not going to recommend getting married at the age of 20. Like, I think 20-year-olds should probably stay doing 20-year-old things, like drinking, or studying, or getting chlamydia. That's what 20-year-olds do, right? Pretty much. Yeah. So, we have been married for a long time. It's going pretty good. We have kids, too. I don't know if anybody here has kids. Are my kids here? Okay, good. I like to tell jokes about my kids, but now I actually have a kid old enough to come to the bar, so that's a little bit weird. Actually, he's been here, I have to say. So we have kids, but that's kind of weird too, because time has really gone by fast, like since I had kids, because I was 27, and I had a baby, and the next thing I knew, I was 40, and it was garbage day 2. School day 6. And the very, very disturbing part of that story was, like, why am I listening to CJOB now? And why is my radio on top of my fridge? Like, how fucking old am I? Why do I have a beard? This is weird. It's just an eyebrow on my neck. Fuck off. I have tweezers in my car. Go check. The lighting is very good in natural lighting in a vehicle. Just saying, hot tip. Yeah. Middle age is so fantastic. I love it. I'm trying to, well, I think I've been making this same joke for 6 years, but I am always trying to make that effort to, try and take better care of myself, to try and be healthy. Forget being skinny, that's not going to happen, but let's be healthy at least. And so, I'm trying to do those things. I'm trying to work out, try different things. One of my weight loss goals, they say it's good to have goals that have nothing to do with the number on the scale. And I think that's smart. So I have one of those goals, I'll share it with you. One day, I would like to walk silently in corduroy pants. One day. My neighbors would like that too. But I am going to the gym. I'm trying some different things. Has anybody tried spinning class? Yeah, spinning? Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised you had the energy to whistle. I showed up. I accidentally signed up for advanced spinning class. Accidentally. I just walked in though, and I saw the people on the bikes, and I'm like, holy shit. The sweat is just flying off them. They have towels underneath them. So I just slowly backed away and signed up for beginner spinning, which is much nicer. Even the bikes are a bit different. They have baskets. For our baguette and our wine. So that's nice. I also tried Zumba. Anybody else tried Zumba? Boy, that's a lot of fucking money to spend to listen to that much Pitbull. If I wanted to listen to that much Pitbull, I'd go to Whiskey Dicks or something. But Zumba, as it turns out, Zumba is the Spanish word for menopause. Zumba, the Spanish word for my husband doesn't dance anymore. So it's a bunch of middle-aged ladies pretending that they know what Pitbull's lyrics mean. All the things that never happen for them anymore. That's all that Pitbull talks about, It's like, I'm gonna pop some bottles. I don't know any 46-year-old women popping bottles or anything of that nature. But Zumba's kind of weird. I also tried a fitness. There's tons of weight loss books out there, you gotta face it. And I really think that the only way that you're ever gonna lose weight with a weight loss book is to buy the whole case and carry it around. Another tip. But I did buy a book. Oh, I love it when I go to a yard sale and buy the books and programs that didn't work for other people. Oh, look, it's a Tony Little Gazelle. I remember that. Oh, look, it's the Abinator. I remember that. But I bought the book, French Women Don't Get Fat. I don't know if you've seen that. It's programmed, it's supposed to be that the Mediterranean lifestyle, that somehow helps people stay slim. And I'm kind of looking forward to reading it because, so far for me, the poutine is not really working. It's delicious, but I have not lost any weight.